So yeah, but remember we have to win. So what my bypass to this is, instead of using these accounts every time, we would basically level up. Yeah, we would create 6 new Smurfs every time. So we would basically create level 30 accounts specifically for doing this every time, which is like next level, like resource usage. You know, it's like you could easily get $150 from 6 2,500 accounts. And we're basically creating them so we can throw them away. What's that, 15 now? I mean, I'm done to do this literally all night. Like, until somebody falls asleep, we can do this. That's not to say we will. That's not to say we will, but we definitely should. How? Let's shoot for 30 minutes and go from there. Because the upside is not that we want to replace anybody, but because we don't get sanctions, as long as we have an Xbox, to sign into that account, we're set. And Todd, do you remember that thing a while ago where you would hit switch profile and you would get a reconnect? I would imagine that still exists. So whatever you do, don't switch profiles. Well, it will. Remember after the whole like DDoSing nonsense, that they made it to where every game counts. Remember they said they put each game on its own server? They already were. Well, the other annoying thing is Voted and IQ aren't level 120, so they won't be. But TK and Newsome Queever will be. And the thing is you and TK me and Newsome Queever are the most infamous. So it kind of works out. On which account are you on? Here, see if this works. Okay, yeah, do that. Okay. No. You usually yes, but just press OK. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out too.
It's 21 hours.
Ignore it. Join. That. Voted in though, right? Ignore it. Say no. Say no. Say no. Just ignore the reconnect and join the invite. Yeah, so Toad, this is what I'm talking about. So in previous seasons, there was the issue of the reconnect. But do you remember that exploit that we found where you can bypass reconnects by just getting another invite? Yeah, so the only thing you owe is by you getting... Okay. Okay. Yeah, so the only real limiting factor of this is if I were to get that bug that you just got, and I'm the host, we couldn't continue hosting. So as long as the host of the game doesn't get a reconnect, even if all 8 other accounts do, it still works. And Toad, I'm not gonna do anything with it, but I am like documenting this. Casual, D rank, you have to leave. Noble, you have to leave. Noble. Toad, sign him out of the account. Casual D rank. Noble. Yeah, Noble, you can't be AFK. Alright, Toad, can you sign out of the account? Noble was AFK, so we had to sign him out. I'll send you direct invites 1 second. Xylonox, can you message Noble? Okay, yeah, Noble, you're gonna get signed out of the account. Can you bring your main account into the party? Because, like, you literally can't be AFK for 10 seconds. Because if you're AFK, you win the game. Okay, yeah, on my screen, ban phase was about to end and we had all left. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, remember Iverx, Xylonox? He just said, oh, I just got a 2-hour ban or 24-hour ban back to back. So think about where they are, like figuring things out wise, and then where we are. Alright, MMR Socialism. I voted to kick you. Yeah, you guys should all have invites if you are already in a squad. And J2 Noble Sub, thanks for joining us. We may have a ton of Xboxes, but we don't have that many. So, it's very appreciated. Hey Sub, are you there? Sup, are you there? I think he's on D ranking 7. He's not AFK, but yeah. So, are you there? D ranking 7. Yeah. So these accounts are going to ideally get D-ranked a ton once all of the abandoned sanctions catch up to them. When all of the abandoned sanctions catch up to them tomorrow, if they're in copper, we can win with you to get them out. Noble, do you still have placements left? Alright, cool. Same here. If it even works, yeah. Like, we have to actually get the abandoned sanctions for us to lose anything. And then whatever we lose, we have to win back. Yeah, that's literally the whole point. We created all of these accounts. Oh, by the way, it's been 39 or no, it's been 30 minutes or 39 minutes, something like that, since we started. So I'm just waiting for. Yeah, J2, can you join? Yeah, you just join every time. Like, again, the whole point, like, the reason every single account here exists is to derank negative accounts. Yes, their sole purpose. Yep. What Xylonox? How many times in a row is that? That's insane. So it takes okay. Just make sure you leave the game for us. So it's like 11 minutes for like 7 games. That's pretty good. It's kind of nice that we get 9-second queue times most of the time. I'm not trying to get suspended. No. Why though? It's like that so much of all of your like connection information's logged. Why would you? Yeah, FBI. Yeah, you look at. I voted to kick you's gamer picture. That's what's gonna happen to you. I know the meme. Yes. The best version of that one was with the Jeep Pie during the net neutrality kind of thing. Oh, he's still the president. I thought. I don't even watch the news anymore. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I just accidentally shut off my TV. 1 second. Todd, one of your accounts. Oh, never mind. Yeah, whoever is playing YouTube videos in your mic, can you like mute it? We need to hear each other. So Xylonox, think about this for a second. 20 abandons, bare minimum 17 MMR loss per abandon. It's probably double that. Like, what if we continue this for another, like, until, like, 15 till, right? And we got, let's say, 35 abandons. That... No, times... Yeah, right. It's basically 35 squared. I wish I remember this. That's 1,225. Xylonox. 1,225. On each account. Yes. Like, of course, it depreciates over time, but I mean, that's, I'm just waiting on, what is it? I voted to kick, no, I voted to, okay, MMR, there we go. What's so amazing about this is, like, I know we calculated it and we expected this to happen, but still, it's not only that we found that many games, it's that we queue against each other every single time. Yeah, so I made sure both squad was at around 1570 MMR average, which is like high copper. We put remember that picture I sent you and Toad and Yuo yesterday? Where we had like all the MMRs and which person's on which account. All of them. Yeah, so we basically expected that this would happen. But it's still trippy. And that it works every time. Over 20 times in a row. Yeah, it's still blowing me away. Yeah. Have you ever left 13 games in a row? Have you ever taken 13 losses in 40 minutes? Or 13 wins in 40 minutes? Nobody has. Like, nobody has. Not in 4 seasons. What's this, 22? It's only 9 o'clock. Unplug your controller and plug it back in. It would be deserved if our accounts get banned for this, but it's gonna be cool if we don't get banned. Yes, but that's if they don't notice, it's because they're all working from home, which may just happen to be a coincidence. No, but they're going to be I would assume they're going to be monitoring it less with all of the people working from home. More concerned about like getting food and not getting sick than people doing this. And I mean, Xylinox, if we can get these accounts extraordinarily low, we don't necessarily need to wait until May. Especially if these accounts might like legitimately get banned for doing this. It's worth taking the risk. A good reason. One of the best reason not to get ranked in a season is being banned for breaking the game. That's a good send off. No, I don't hope to get banned, but I mean this is pretty bad. But I mean all of these are Smurf Ubisoft accounts, so at absolute worst, their like Uplay account will get banned for 100 years. There's been worse things. I know that. Noble, remember when I sent you that message? I'm like, do you want to break siege with us? Isn't this a better way of like answering that question than describing it to you? Yeah. And did you reach level 500 yet? I saw you were at 499 yesterday. Yeah, the party was connecting. Did you reach level 500? Nice. Yeah, especially if we get huge abandon sanctions on these accounts, Toad, Xylonox, and I are going to play a lot of Tion. And we're the best at Tion, so you're welcome to join. Duo. It sounds like we're in a dentist's office when you play that music. You know how they have the like ambient music? Toad, you're gonna get a connection error. That's kind of cool though. Like Toad, I know the second it hits 31 seconds that you're going to get a matchmaking error. That's kind of cool. Which is it? IQ invites Nitrocell. Okay. So it's usually in between 9 and 11 seconds, sometimes 13 seconds or 17 seconds. But if it hits 31, we know that account on that Xbox is going to get it. Cool. Okay. What's the count now, Xylonox? Very nice. I would love to get our games up 91 games, but I don't know if anybody's down to do this 91 times. Yeah, just put on YouTube in the background. Can you leave on your Xbox? Because, like, I know people would rather do other things, but this literally saves us weeks and months worth of work. If we can pull this off. I mean, I have a hard time believing that they're gonna see 50 games that didn't end in an outcome and just say, "Yep, looks about right." Like I'm sure they have a weird like margin where they're like, oh, 1 or 2 games, sure. But when they say 50 games all in the same region, with the same accounts at the same time, you I'm waiting on you. How is that the same like track that you've been playing over and over again? Yeah, it sounds the same. Wait, can you turn on your music? I can hear them speak. We're gonna get a matchmaking error again. No, I'm waiting for the matchmaking error. I already had my finger on it because, specifically because of us, remember when they added that feature that it automatically takes your cursor off of the backdoor button? Noble, UOJ2. Are you guys there? Yeah, so you know how when you're queuing and you want to like go to the backdoor button to stop the queue, and it takes your cursor off of it. Yeah, J2. Yeah, so press right on the D-pad and hover above that red backdoor. Do you see how it moves your? Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised they haven't run out of servers yet. Toto, wouldn't you imagine that they do like a distribution for the servers where they know how many people are in each rank that regularly queue and they dedicate that amount of servers to each rank? We should try to find the limit. Like how many ongoing games do you think there are in, let's say, but what's so beautiful about this is because we got all of those accounts to Copper 1, that's why we have 9-second queue times. Because there's enough accounts in Copper 1, or there's enough people that regularly queue in Copper 1 for this to happen. So once these accounts all lose a ton of MMR, we'll have to work even harder to get back to the same place. Especially if every account loses 1,000 MMR. Yeah, just whoever's blasting music, just like make sure you can still hear us. It's another nice thing about this working every time is you don't need everybody doesn't need to pay direct attention as long as they perform the same actions. But Xylonox, what if two people, or what if you had 5 people each with 2 Xboxes in the same room and they all had Chronosis? Like, if you could automate these movements, like if you knew it took 10 seconds to find a game, and you knew that everybody just had to perform the same actions, join off the same person's profile after the same delay. Like, you can map that. Literal automated deranking. You heard it first here. We need Mr. Homeless knows his stuff, but not this kind of stuff. What if we record this and send it to Mr. Homeless? Probably. No, but he got he intentionally tried to get banned, so I'm sure they care about him, but I don't know. I'm not gonna do it, but you will. So Xylonox, can you only stay another half hour? Unconditionally? That was a great video. Yuo, can you join on both of your accounts? TK Mino Balls, can you join, please? Silonox, can you see if you can have a friend that can join the party to take your spot while you're gone for an hour, and then we'll do Yuo's game after that, like after another half hour. Okay, 1 second. I'm just making sure we're all in. Noble J2 sub, can you guys commit to at least another half hour? Alright. Can you do 30 minutes, J2? Can you do 30? Silonox has to leave in 30? Alright, thanks. Thank you. Alright. Hey, Yuo. Casual D rank, Nitro Cell, do some Quiver. Somebody except. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got that. MMR Socialism, can you join? There's the invite to your other Xbox. So, Toad, we've been doing this for an hour, 15 minutes already. Alright, sounds good. And J2 said he could stay for a half hour, thankfully, so we'll just stop once you both have to go. Like, I know we could I know we could continue, but an hour and a half is a lot to ask for any squad. So let's just try to do these as fast as possible then, so we can do some more. If you don't absolutely have to. If you could like focus on joining as fast as possible, would be much appreciated. Alright, I'm just waiting for everybody to kick you. Alright, thank you. Good night.
Thanks for walking with me today.
Yep.
We should do it again in 2 days.
Maybe 3.
Me too. But this time without Dorothy, just a walk.
Maybe. We're gonna get a matchmaking error. I love that we can predict that. And like two-thirds of the time. Yep. I was expecting the. Yeah, I mean it's in between 31 and 37 seconds. It's not too bad. And I mean if we have a 1 minute delay, but no time constraint other than like endurance, it's whatever. Let me know when you're in time. Okay. So let's just say it takes an hour and a half to lose 30 games. Not bad. And what is it? So Xylonox, this would be 30 instead of what is it? It would be 30 losses times 34 MMR. So we're coming up to that. Like by the time we're finished in 25 minutes, we'll be at the 37 squared amount, hopefully. "24 hours from when we were supposed to get it, I guess." Yua, can you join on both of your accounts? Yeah, Toad, you were connecting for a bit for some reason. It should be 24 hours from when we were supposed to get it. Like it'll start 24 hours. Or I can't come up with anything concrete because I've only had 2 experience with these from different situations, and neither of them are exactly like this one. Yeah, the party keeps connecting because it's so large. Yeah, in 25 minutes. Just Xylonox and J2 are both going to leave. So if Noble's down, it's Noble, Toad, and I. We do. And you have a couple 1900 ones, I believe. The thing is I don't know when we're going to be able to derank those accounts with these accounts. So it's the solution to that will actually be beneficial to both of us. So remember when we were deranking those gold accounts of yours with our unranked coppers? So we can use those like 6, 7, 800 MMR coppers to derank your unranked accounts. And because they will be losing without a negative copper, they should lose more and then get lower for your games. So at the very least, the games will be easier. But we may not be able to derank it with these accounts. So we'll figure it out in the next few days. But we should be able to still derank them somehow. So what I was asking earlier, I wasn't able to finish. Like I forgot what I was saying. But do you know how when you're queuing, where you hover over that red back door, and it takes your cursor off of it, like where it says matchmaking? So the reason why they added that feature was because of what we did in Ember Rise. Do you remember where we would stop the queue, switch profiles over and over again to avoid getting in the game? That's why. So it's kind of funny how we personally have an impact on Siege. Like, of course, they're never going to say, oh, this group of people doing this exploit was the cause of it. But it's not like anybody else knew about it. Alright. So we have another, let's say, 12 minutes. So, or not 12 minutes, 24 minutes. What am I talking about? So we have 24 minutes to do this, and then we'll be done for 36. So Xylonox and Toad, I want you guys to brainstorm with me. If so, let's just say we don't get any abandoned sanctions from any of this ever. Let's say they're all dead servers. Nobody ever autofilled, and whatever. If that's the case, how would you change this method to where we get abandoned sanctions from these losses? But then we have to queue against each other for it to count. Remember, Todd, because either way, people have to leave on both teams, and the only legal way to make people leave on both teams every time is to be on both teams every time. So, no matter what, 5 have to leave on one team, and at least 1 has to leave on the other. Yeah, of course we're going to wait and see. I was just wondering, let's just say it doesn't happen. How would you change this to where we would get abandons? Like, maybe we could try that reconnecting on the bronze accounts, but then who knows? I'm pretty sure it would just do that thing where you queue for 30 seconds, nothing happens, and it gives you couldn't connect to server error. Nobody joined UN and TKM yet. TK Mino Balls for Algaton 79 and Yua. Can you join UN and TKM, please? Right, but I have to be the host of... Wait. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you guys are in. Sorry. It was, yeah. So... You just need to join these 2 invites. Were you guys in a squad with just you 4? I know, my question was, were you 4 in a squad together, by yourselves? Alright. How many times is this Silonox? Like, once this happens? So if we hit 3 more, that shouldn't be 37 squared. Like MMR loss? Minimum. MMR Socialism is a good account to have in this, considering what its name means. What's it? 35? Yep. So Xylonox, it's still putting us on East US, meaning that we haven't exhausted all the servers yet. I guess on what is it? I guess Thursday nights East Coast Copper 1's pretty busy. All right. It's better not to mess with it, but I'm wondering if we can influence this in some way by having people hit the backdoor button or X to leave squad. In my experience, it just makes the abandon not happen, but it would be worth a try. I don't know. Maybe for our last one. I hope this continues into next season. It's like once you get to negative like 2,000, it's a guaranteed shot. Since almost nobody stays down there a month into the season. Alright, I'm waiting for I voted to kick you. There we go. Perfect. No. I just mean for the very last one we do. We should see if like people in the squad, if they all just stop the queue themselves, if they get an abandoned, because since everybody's on both teams, like if we get abandoned sanctions, then we'll be able to see, oh, if this is 37 and that's 37, this one should be 2. But if this one's 36, then that account doing that one thing had an influence. It's not like we would gain anything out of it, but it would be interesting to see if it made a difference. And it would save the time from having to go into the game. You could just sit in the menu the whole time. Wait 10 seconds, join off their profile. Because if we do get abandoned sanctions from this, any way to expedite this, whether it's multiple people having multiple Xboxes, like more of them, or the bronze accounts being higher MMR. I'm sure there's some way around it. MMR socialism's great. So we've been doing this for an hour 40 minutes roughly. How many games are we at Xylonox? Alright. I hope we can hit 45. It's like an arbitrary number, but we should easily be able to. We're gonna get a matchmaking error. Toad. Yep, let's see. it's kind. Yeah, I did. It accidentally opened the battle pass. It's kind of scary that we can predict it that accurately. It's like a blind person could do this. It's like best D ranker in the world, man with no eyes speaks out. Yeah, so I already had the D-pad hovering above the back door. So when I press right on the D-pad and then A, it opened the battle pass instead. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but I've been recording this for the past 51 minutes, so we can like frame it on a wall. Not literally, but there's proof we did it. Because who cares about the first like 15 games? It's like if you can see an hour of it happening straight, that's more impressive. Uh-oh. Alright, well, here's an interesting experiment. Say Yua. Okay, we're I know. So Yua, so we got a second matchmaking error and we found a game. So we're going to see if we throw this game normally, if we can continue doing what we just did. So J2 and who's on D ranking 7 and who's on casual D rank? Alright, so Soap and Noble, we're just gonna get grenades and blow ourselves up quickly. This should take 7 minutes, including ban phase. So we found a game, but the other account didn't find a game because of a matchmaking error. So just go somebody with a grenade and blow yourself up. We're testing something. Toad, what if this is what makes us get the abandoned sanction? That would be interesting. Also, wait, Toad Xylonox, we can do the 2v2 thing now. Or Toad, while Xylonox is while we're waiting for Xylonox to come back to do a few of Yuo's games, Toad, you and I can queue against each other by yourselves. Toad. Yeah, you and I can queue against each other by yourselves while we're waiting for Xylonox to get back on. You know, since we each have 2 Xboxes. And we could get the 24-hour abandoned sanctions early to see if it has any impact on it. That'd be interesting. I never thought we could do that exploit after this exploit, but that's kind of nice. Oh wow, they're actually reinforcing crazy. You will just be 6 minutes and then we'll resume that for another 10 minutes or so. Is that good with you? Let's see. Here we go. Perfect kill cam. Let's do it. I'm on a controller right now too, so it's kind of weird. Just makes me smile every time I pull it off. It's like there's only 3 or 4 maps you can do it on. So I guess 2 speeds can do it too, so long as you don't cook the grenades at all. Hey, so I got a connection failure. Did you guys get a connection failure? Alright. I wonder if... Yeah, that's weird. I'm reconnecting. This shouldn't have any impact on it, but you never know. You might have to kill me if I spawn in with an operator that doesn't have a grenade. Nope. Perfect. Jaeger, ACOG on plane, and Old Hereford was AIDS. Do you remember that? Do you guys remember that, like, third floor run out towards shooting range with Jaeger? Yeah. So it's on plane where you run out of the front gate. Do you ranking 7? Just leave and reconnect. Leave and reconnect. Do you ranking 7? Or just have Pulse kill you, that works. They really don't. How is he that bad? You 100% could have sledgehammered him and he wouldn't have known what hit him. No, it's so the thing most two speeds can't do it. On top of that, you have to have like a 30-meter stretch. You can cook it. You throw it up at like 80 degrees, and then it lands on top of your forehead. Yeah, yeah. Hold your scoreboard open, and we'll spam left on the D-pad. Token started right away, so we'll begin. And since I got separated, you guys just have to each join my off my profile, and we'll do this for another. We'll do another, let's say, 5 games, and then we'll all disband for the night. Like it blows me away that we were able to do this for almost an hour, 45 minutes. One more vote. Very cool. Oh yeah, he totally deserves to be MVP throwing goo mines outside and all. We got our winner here. Alright, just join off IQ's profile. TK, who's on TK's too? TK me no balls? Are you there? Can you join? You wouldn't TK me? Here's a direct invite. Can Casual D-Rank, Nitrocell, D-Ranking 7, and Newsome Queever all join IQ? Alright. Toad, we're just waiting on you. Do you need an invite? If so, there it is. Got it. I wonder how much we lost for that game. Let's see. I lost 5. Weird. Hey, it's working again. That's cool. So we can lose the game and have it barely affect us. Xylonox, I just realized. So, as far as tracker goes, you know how a tracker doesn't count abandons in MMR history? But it'll add them all onto a loss. So it's basically going to say 1 loss minus like 1100 MMR. Yep. What? No, see, here's the thing. 699 was the lowest amount we got. That's the amount we got for a 10th placement, and that's the reason it showed it. For our first 2 placements, we cleared 1300. We got a 2500 account to champion, and then some in literally 2 placement games. And with 30-minute bans, it took less than 2 hours. I'm waiting for I voted to kick you and TK me no balls to join you and TK me. We're almost done. TK me no balls, there's an invite. Do you guys remember what's the difference between private and unlisted videos on YouTube? I wish I could remember. Does anybody know? Got it. Alright, well, this is going to be unlisted then. Couldn't somebody just post an unlisted link to Reddit and everybody see it? I got it, so it wouldn't work. Thanks for that information, Yua. That's good to know, thanks. Like, I mean, none of you need to see this video since you lived it for 2 hours, but it's good to have.
It's 22 hours.
Hopefully we don't continue to get match. Yeah, Siege isn't happy with us right now. Yeah, I already stopped it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. I stopped it and then it didn't stop. So, it disconnected you on both accounts, you. Yeah, the siege Kraken isn't happy with us right now. Yep, alright, I'm done with 2 more. And it's not like you can... Alright, let's do it. Everybody's done with 2 more, right? Yeah, and we can do this again. Right after we get all these accounts back up to high bronze. Yeah, but the problem is you need 10 Xboxes. Same host in the same region queuing at the same time. And all of the accounts have to be tied with each other. But I mean, Toad, if we just get those accounts back to Bronze 1, we'll be fine. So this is the last one then, right, Xylonox? Got it. I'm sure we could have hit 45 or 50 had we not had that bug, but it's interesting to know that it exists. Like the one where Toad disconnects and it actually finds us people to queue against. So TK me no balls and Yuo, can you guys join for one last one? Did you ever see that Ooga Booga Google Translate meme? Between certain languages, when you would type in Ooga Booga and spell it slightly differently, it would translate it into different results. Google it. You'll see what I mean. You would like... It was like Somali or something. Like somebody thought they were being funny. And just had Ooga Booga translate into random questions. Yeah. So wait, before everybody leaves, just if everybody can hear me. So everybody on the orange team leave. Here. So Xylonox, can you leave? TK Mino Balls, can you leave? TK Mino Balls, can you leave? Not this again. Who's on TK Mino Balls? Soap, are you there? Okay. Yeah, Noble, can you leave the game? Whatever. I guess they're not being cooperative. Just, can everybody leave? There's always somebody that doesn't get the memo. J2? J2, can you leave? Yeah, you can be AFK. I was trying to do something, but it didn't work. Either way, thank you for your help. We literally just left 40 ranked games in a row while queuing against each other. Make it